Welcome back to the Content Complete podcast featuring myself, Spencer, and my friend Matt with Denuvo Gaming TV. And back from his safari getaway to the grasslands of Indiana, Super Fist Cake. How's it going?
Pretty good. How about you guys?
Good. Pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, I conquered all the lions, and all the baby lions and tigers and bears.
Of course.
And now I have a bunch of baby animal skins just hanging up in my living room now.
Nice.
See, that's if any animals ever come over, they'll know that you're like the king.
Yeah.
Yeah. If Indiana, the state, comes over,
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
the whole state. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, it's
Oh,
Fist Cake.
shit.
We can't fuck with him. Oh no.
Oh.
And you know what's great is baby tigers are like the perfect size for a good pillowcase.
Yeah, or like a like a hat.
Just
a
a
hat.
hat, yeah.
A hat.
Yeah,
Wear your dominance outside
Yeah.
with a
Their
baby
tail-
tiger hat.
Their tail could be
I
a
killed
scarf.
this baby tiger. Yeah.
You know, hat, scarf.
I choked it. I saw the light leave his eyes.
I love tigers. Yeah.
I love the murder.
I love to murder. All right, so we're going to talk about what we did this week, or what we played this week, I should say. How was yours, Super Fist Cake?
I didn't do a whole lot because we left Thursday after I worked and a bunch of other shit. But I did play some more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which I've been looking for a posse to play with. I think I found some people from a group of that watches another podcast.
Nice,
So hopefully I'll play with them sometime next week. But other than that, I've been playing Game Dev Story on my iPhone.
Oh,
Dude,
Dude,
yeah.
that was like the first real good iOS game.
Yeah, we
Oh,
played
yeah,
that when it was like originally released, like 6 years ago.
Like
Oh, yeah, same
originally
here.
released in like 90s.
Really?
Yeah, it's an old game. They ported it.
That's crazy. I didn't realize they ported it.
Yeah, I think it was like for the iPod or like iTouch or something.
Yeah,
like when it first came out.
I remember
And then,
downloading it onto an iTouch to play it initially, but yeah, we played the shit out of that game.
Yeah, I was like looking for like some little like simulation games to play while we're just chilling in the hotel room, and I'm like, oh,
That's a
game
good one.
development story. I was like, yeah, I just did that, and then even kept bugging me like every hour. It's like, are you still playing that stupid fucking game? I'm like,
Like, it's
Yeah,
good.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's great.
Honestly, like it's one of those games where it works with just about any type of player. Like it's
Oh,
just
yeah, anybody can
it's a
play
good
it.
system. And Matt
Yeah.
just confirmed it was released in 1997.
90s. Ooh, boy, that's a 20 years. Still holds up.
It does. It's pretty good.
Yeah, 20 years. Wow. That's I feel old now. Okay. Well, I'm depressed. What did you guys do this week?
Well, we
What?
played Smash,
Yeah.
Melee, Smash 4. Man, we had a thing with Smash 4 today. I don't know what it was. Usually it's like, oh, we're having fun and this is game, But today, just
Like as soon as we started playing this one, I was like, it's not a good day.
it's not a good.
It's
Smash
not
4
a good day.
There are certain mechanics in like the way you move and just like how the characters like move
Feel
around, feel
and,
and stuff like that.
is-
That like really just shown especially much today compared to
Especially much.
especially well, but it's not well. It's like it's bad. So
Especially poorly.
It's no
Yeah.
good. No good.
yeah, there were blemishes on our gameplay today, and it's like little things like oh, it's really easy to just like turn around when you don't want to turn around.
Yeah. So like you want to do a back air, okay? Set up the scenario. There's Falco
All right.
over there.
Yeah,
that's
Falco behind us.
He's doing a back air.
I actually looked now this time. I'm like, oh, I had to watch the first 3 seconds so I know what background they're talking about this time.
So you do a back air, and in Melee, you can hold like that direction still, and you won't turn around immediately.
When you go to initiate the back air.
Yeah.
So you have to jump and then back air, and so you can hold the direction a bit before, so you can like get the most extension of the back air.
So yeah, you can kind of aim it, right? But and if you continue to hold that direction, when you land, you don't turn immediately.
There's like a time.
Yeah, there's you have like a second, right? Which is good. And then, but in fucking Smash 4, dude, if you hold the damn stick just like a tiny millimeter to the right while you're still trying to back air to the right,
You're forward air now.
you turn around and you're like, all right, I'm gonna do 2 back airs in a row, and it's like, no, dude, you can do 1 back air in a row, then you're gonna forward air, and you're a piece of shit, and I hope you die. That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was a good time.
Yeah, so basically in Smash 4,
Everybody loved it.
You have to remove. You have to put your stick back into neutral for every one.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like this extra movement that is totally not something that we're used to, and that's only like one thing. There are other things, but we won't go into that because we could literally make the whole podcast about that. We just about made all of our videos about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I've been playing more Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What part of the game are you at now?
I'm on mission 23. I just did the first where they attack your home base.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah. So you're like, no.
Yeah.
You assholes.
And I got Quiet, and she's all maxed out. She got her gold outfit. Dude, I don't know if you did this, but she's kind of useless, number one. I'm so used to the dog. The dog, like, he's like, yo, there's a dude right here. Oh, there's a car. There's a dude right here. Oh, there's some prisoners over there. I got you, dog. Oh, let's go get them. And then Quiet's like, you know what? I'm not going to shoot who you tell me to shoot. I'm going to switch at the last possible moment. And then,
really?
Yeah, she does that shit to me all the time. Anyways.
I've never had a problem with her. That's weird.
Okay, she likes you better, I guess.
Apparently I'm more snaky than you are, so whatever. It's the beard.
My snake level is higher.
You've activated my snake card. But I unlocked her bloody outfit or whatever, like when she's drenched in blood.
Dude, she looks scary as fuck, dude.
And then we're in the chopper. And she's doing her shit, and then she just like landing down for a mission, and she just like gives you this look like you're it.
You.
I'm murdering you.
She's facing forward at first, and then she just kind of does one of these like,
yeah. And you're like, oh, I'm taking the bloody shit off of you.
Yeah, you're going back to gold or whatever.
You're a normal person now.
Yeah, Matt's
Sniper Wolf. God damn it.
Matt's changed all of his decals for all of his like vehicles to like that gold shiny thing. So everything's all gold plated looking. So all the trucks and everything. It's hilarious.
Baller.
Baller. Yeah.
I want people to know I'm making money.
That's probably why they came to the base.
Really shiny helicopter coming in the distance. You think that's an enemy? Oh no, that's probably.
It's not Snake. He wouldn't go in something that everybody could see that in all of Africa.
Wait, is that Fortunate Son playing? That is Snake.
Oh shit. Well, that's kind of weird that she's useless. I played with the dog.
She's not useless, but she's just like the dog spoils you because the dog
does show like everything for you. But I found her like more useful like in the fact that she can like pretty much do all the sneaky like the stupid assassinations that you have to do. Like you have to like sneak through like 30 people when she can just like hang out somewhere like, hey, use your giant ass sniper rifle and just shoot this guy in the head. I'm not going to go through all that bullshit.
Use your sniper rifle that the suppressor on it never breaks, unlike mine.
Yeah.
How come your suppressor is better than mine? I'm Snake, damn it.
Give me your suppressor. I'm the one in charge here. I'm the main character.
Suppressors.
See, I would like. She's not useful in that respect because I try very hard to capture all of the.
Matt's playing a mini game in and of itself. He wants to capture him, not kill him.
Yeah, I try to capture all like the named or like the important people. Because in Ocelot, I think it's Ocelot. It's either the dude that doesn't have an arm and a leg or the dude that has the cowboy hat. I'm not sure which one is which.
Kaz is the armless and legless guy. Ocelot's the cowboy guy.
Yeah, and they're always like, "Oh, it's good that you captured him. We got some useful information." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
That's me. I'm so good. Tell me I'm good.
There's one level where Matt kept dying over and over and over again because I guess the group of people that he was fighting was already alerted to the fact that he's in the area. So there's just a lot of patrolling going on, and it, like I watched him for 30 minutes, like tell him it's quiet to like snipe people, and like he was running around and he kept dying. And then the last time he tried it, because of course there's one time that he completed it, he went through and only killed one guy. Nobody found out where he was, and
you know how I fucking left?
Targets.
I left on a shipping container.
Yeah, he used the thing on the shipping container and
I was
flew
like,
off.
fuck you.
But yeah,
I'm outta here.
It was
Bye.
crazy because it looked like it was like just impossible. Like everyone was just surrounding you all the time, and then Matt just like kills one guy, sneaks in there, and just does it, and it's just like, oh, I guess you could have done it that way the whole time. Oh, this guy's just sleeping in a bed over here. Oh, that makes it way easier.
Was that in the airfield or whatever?
No, the airfield is a fucking nightmare, though.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say it sounds like the airfield to me, like because that was a goddamn nightmare.
The airfield fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But it was that it's the main it's like Afghanistan base or whatever. Not the base camp, but it's that one that's behind the door. It's where you fight the mech.
It has a bunch of like actual buildings there with like a bridge and a big gate. Like you can't. It's like a big wooden, but a brick wall.
Yeah.
And he had to get inside through the brick wall, and then there's a guy sleeping in one of the beds. That's one of the targets, and there's another guy who's a target.
Yeah,
but
and
apparently
then they had a mission to go back there. I'm like, I'm not going back there.
Fuck that.
Fuck that shit. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I already made my big escape on a shipping container.
Yeah.
I already did a heroic escape. Fuck you guys.
But we also played some Tales of Berseria. Berseria.
Oh, the newest one.
Yeah, the newest one. I played about like an hour of that.
Yeah, about an hour.
Got through most of the intro stuff. You know, oh, you're in a town, and oh, here's all the characters, and
everything hasn't gone to hell yet.
Yeah, wait, you can feel it. Your town's about to go to shit. You know, we're right at that
all
point.
Going hell right about now.
Yeah, we're right before that. You know, when everything goes to shit. So, but yeah, it seems pretty good actually.
Yeah, all the Tales games are pretty solid. They're just forever. I played last one I played was Zestria, and I have yet to play Basura.
Yeah. Berseria is pretty good. I played Symphonia, I think. Or
that's pretty good. Yeah.
Symphonia G or something, or
F.
Was it F? Yeah. The re-released version that originally came out on one console, and then they re-released it on another console. I got that one. I don't know, but yeah, that one was pretty good. I like that type of game usually. JRPGs, and
I'm impartial to JRPGs. I like watching them. I don't like playing them.
Yeah, so I'll play them. Matt hangs out.
The Tales game I find more interesting than other JRPGs is because like the combat's like more action based than most other JRPGs. Like you're actually like doing stuff in the fights of pressing buttons. Like use your special attack, or you can just pretend like it's a fighting game and just use your special inputs.
Yeah.
Hadouken them with Tiger Slash or whatever.
Yeah, it's pretty cool because you can like right off the bat you can take whatever moves you have and like reorder them on the buttons, and so they have like four. You have the 4 buttons that you have, and then you have all the moves, and you can decide whether or not you want a strong attack first, or like a bunch of weaker ones leading to a stronger one, or if you just want a strong attack on one of them, and then have other ones that are dedicated to like the combos. So it's pretty like customizable for how your character plays. So that was pretty fun. The story seems pretty interesting.
Yeah, I Wikipedia the game story. It's pretty. It's pretty interesting.
I like anything with pirates and stuff. So.
There you go.
Yeah,
gotta love them pirates. Yarg.
Yarg, me matey.
Yeah, we're doing this again. God damn it. Shit.
Where's my plank?
Where's my raft?
I gotta go down the river. But yeah, so that was fun. And did we play anything else? Oh, we played some Borderlands 2 again.
Oh yeah, we played a little bit of Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're making very, very slow progress in that. It's like an hour a week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you'll be when Borderlands 4 comes or Borderlands 3 comes out. So yeah.
Have they officially announced that they're making that?
No, they haven't officially announced it.
Just whenever it comes out.
Why are you giving misinformation? This show's about good information.
He didn't say it. He just said when it comes out. He never.
Yeah, it can be assumed that they're going to make a Borderlands 3.
Freaking Spencer jumping down poor Fist Throat's throat.
Fist Throat's cake.
Were you about to say Fist Coke?
I might have.
I think I have a new character.
Fist Coke.
I think I have a new character. The next RPG I play where I can rename my character, Fist Coke.
A fist, always high on cocaine.
Sounds like a Skyrim playthrough. Get yourself some skooma and just like get high on skooma and then go and kill things.
Speaking of killing things.
We're transitioning to Friday the 13th?
Friday the 13th,
yeah.
Okay. So our first topic of the day, we're talking about Friday the 13th that just came out, and it had kind of an interesting release. Just say that. Abysmal.
Abysmal. Yeah,
Abysmal.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because it's an online based game. It's a multiplayer game where it's, what do you call it, asymmetric.
Yeah.
And so one person plays Jason, and then you have like 4 survivors or victims.
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
apparently the
counts.
servers were just terrible.
Yeah, no one could connect.
I think what the problem was is that like they had like a certain amount of people on their Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they had like 25,000 or like 30,000, and they're like, okay, well, let's plan for like 40 or 50,000 people to play this game when it first comes out.
Mm.
Well, on their first day, they had 75,000 people playing on their servers, and they've been working on it nonstop since that day, just to just so people can play the game they paid for.
Yeah, apparently Matt looked at it before, and it was showing mixed reviews on Steam. But then today
It's
we
jumped
checked
up
it.
to 70.
Yeah, it's
70% positive.
Yeah.
So, and they just released a big patch.
Yeah, they just released a big patch on Friday, so I think it's probably why it jumped up. Was people, it must have. It was talking about like problems that it had fixed and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it seems like they've mostly gotten the main problems out of the way. They they fixed a bunch of stuff. Fixed character hair stretching at lower frame rate. That's weird.
that seems very prudent with the server issues.
Fixed inverted mouse look and mouse sensitivity options.
Well, that was for the 10 people who could play and were complaining about the general game itself. Right. Yeah.
Turned intro volume down. Apparently they had the intro volume
just too loud.
This is too loud. My game works. Okay, it works, but like this is too loud when I start the game. And I like to, at the end of every match, I close the game and then reopen it again so I can hear it, because it's good music, but it's just too loud. It's just too loud.
You'd be surprised, like if you like look through all the discussions on the Steam shit for that channel or that game. A lot of people were talking exactly like that. Like some people were complaining, like, I paid $40 for this game 3 years ago. They should be working nonstop on this. This game should be fixed in an hour or so. And then
I'm gonna time them. I'm gonna use my timer for my cooking. It's 60 minutes. That's as much as it goes. That's all the time they need. They can fix all the problems.
That's all they need to shut down their servers and upgrade them enough for at least twice the amount of people that they already had planned for. You know,
I mean, it can't be that hard.
Reasonable.
Just plug in more hard drives or something.
Yeah, you just download more RAM.
Yeah.
That's all. So, but other than that, like I guess like I kind of looked through a couple of reviews for the game, and it looks apparently like it's not terrible, but it's not like super interesting either. I guess. Like, according to Kotaku, it's like just boring as either as Jason or the counselor, because you're either like like late game as Jason is like really boring because you just can pretty much like teleport and like instantly kill everybody. You can see where
so
they're
they didn't
at.
fix that problem, right?
No, I guess not. Yeah, but I mean, it's just like I feel like maybe the game itself was released too soon. Like they couldn't do anything about the servers. That was just something that they didn't like.
Honestly, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah, like too many people play your game.
That's a kind of a good problem to have, but
yeah. But the game balancing thing.
What's crazy is that they did a lot of like hype for it too.
Yeah, so like, why wouldn't you expect more people?
Why
to come
would you not expect more people? Why not just like
just be like, assume like 100,000. That's a good round number.
you should. You would think they would plan for more
than who signed up initially, because they've been doing so much hype about it.
Well, I mean, if you see people like, okay, 30,000 people bought our game, like no reasonable person's gonna like actually just go out and like buy 60 like a server or pay for servers that are gonna hold 70,000 more people. At best, they're gonna like try to, because I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's still a business. They're still trying to make some money.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I mean, you do have to draw the line somewhere. Yeah, for how many players you expect to have. But
I think they did. I think the server thing, like they did what was reasonable, and like they did stress tests and stuff beforehand, but they just didn't account for like twice as many people that they accounted for.
I mean, what's good, and obviously the ratings have gone up, which would make me only assume that they've somewhat fixed most of the issues. So as far as that goes, compared to other games companies, they've fixed their server problems relatively quickly.
Yeah, way quicker.
Yeah.
Like Master Chief Online Collection is still fucked.
Yeah, I'm so glad that we didn't end up buying
I forgot about.
Because I really wanted to get that.
Yeah, it was. I mean, the single player was pretty cool. You could play as Halo 2 remastered or whatever, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, the online was just complete shit. Me and my friend Brenna did on the Xbox One, like when it first came out, and we could not play it at all. We're like, how is this still happening?
That sucks too, because Halo 2 and Halo 3 online were like Like they were really good.
Yeah.
They were dope. They were lit af,
True.
as the kids would say.
Oh, of course.
Damn kids. Their damn lingo.
Those damn millennials.
I thought all the new lingo and words ended with my generation.
No, I keep going, man.
We're bringing back rad.
No, we're not.
No, we're not.
No. Let's just let it die. It's okay.
You know what? One fad that I'm really glad that fucking died? Psych.
Psych.
I hated that shit.
Hey, dude, I think I see your mom over there. Really? Psych.
You made me want to get a knife and cut myself.
Oh boy.
I mean, maybe get a knife and cut them.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, end their life.
That's
No,
more
I want
correct.
them to see the pain that they're causing me inside on my outside.
And then you could be like, psych, it's fake blood. And they're like crying.
Yeah.
Double psych. It's not.
I'm really dying.
Please,
Oh, got you, though.
Call an ambulance. Psych. No, but really.
please call him. Oh god.
The guy's like, should I? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. He said psych. I don't know what to do. I don't know. He passed out before he did the double psych, so I don't know if it was a real psych or a fake psych.
I'm sorry, officer. Oh god.
So stupid. I hate that shit. But yeah, and it's weird that they would have it's weird how they're going to balance Friday the 13th going forward, because it doesn't seem like, because in those movies Jason's kind of like OP as fuck.
He's supposed to be OP, yeah, but I think what they probably could do is maybe not make him level up as high up. Like he can still be a badass. It would just see, like I think there's some power where you can like basically see where they're at in cabins or whatever. I'd say like maybe like put it like on a mini map where like a general location's at, and you actually had to like hunt them down or whatever. But
Yeah, I feel like limiting the amount of information would be good. So like you said, don't give like basically like a heat signature of where they're at. Just give like they're in this building or something.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that way
Like
you
if
still
it's
have to
like a
look for
little
them, because it's a big game of hide and seek. And so you're getting rid of the entire fun of it, where the counselors or whatever they're called can plan. Instead, it's like the counselors are just like, okay, he knows exactly where we're at all times. We can't fight him off. We can run away because he's slow as fuck, but then he can just teleport. So like, what's the point?
Yeah,
they did try to balance him with him being like slow and clunky and whatnot. Like apparently it takes him a while to like actually attack people. It's just they just need to like balance it back a little bit.
I feel like maybe, because I haven't seen too much on the game, but I feel like what they should have gone for is a bit more of a stealthy surprise attack style. Like at first, like start out with him because when you watch the movies, you always see him when he starts out. He's like hiding underneath like a bed, stabbing from beneath, or like through a window or through a door, just like that type of stuff where it's more of like a surprise, like, oh shit, he's here. We didn't even like see him coming or anything like that. And then later on, of course, you have the chase where he's walking really slow, but that, and then also I don't know what types of options the counselors have, but they need to have you can balance it through game mechanics for the counselors by giving them some form of advantage with what their options are.
Well, they do. I watched Jim Sterling. He played, and him and his like team, they got like all the pieces to the car, and then Jason just like teleported in front of the car. They all got out of the car, beat him up with sticks.
Nice.
All right, and then that just like immobilizes him for a second, but it looks like the game is like glitching or weird because he just like stops moving.
Oh, just like in the movies where they put an axe through his head and they leave, like, okay, he's dead, let's get out of here, and then he's like,
yeah. And then they all got back in the car, and the driving mechanics are god awful. So they tried to leave, and this happened like 6 or 7 times. He hit the car once, like Jason would come back, hit the car, it would play the same like little clip animation like cutscene, and then they would all get out of the car, go beat him up, get back in the car, try to drive away. Jason punches the car,
this guy just won't quit.
They all get out, and they all beat him up again.
You see, they have a system.
And they all died.
They all died? Oh, shit.
Oh, Jesus.
Because eventually...
That seems terrible.
Yeah, it's bad.
That seems absolutely terrible. Like, what?
That does not seem fun.
It should be
Not really.
okay. You hit him a bunch of times and then you get out.
Mm.
Or like he has to do more than just hit the car, you know, like
Yeah,
like,
he
and
hits it one time.
like
It's a
teleport
little-
in front of the car so you run into him.
Oh,
I think
just
that would
one
be cool.
time?
Just one hit.
Yeah, it's one hit for
that
Jason
sucks.
to
What kind of
fuck
car
the
goes
car
down
up.
in one hit? What part of the car does he hit?
the front.
Oh, the front. Oh, that's where the engine is.
Oh, nice. Not in all
I
cars.
was thinking they were
but-
driving away and he like hit the back of the car
no,
or some bullshit.
He teleported in the front of the car.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going, Chief Executive?
Was
Chief.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll probably balance out throughout for the next month or so. But
Yeah.
I felt like they probably could have waited a little bit longer to kind of balance it out. Because I mean, I'm sure these are things they noticed
Yeah.
when they were
yeah.
testing it.
yeah.
Like I'm sure they've been through that. I mean, if they just wanted money, they kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But-
And that's a
oh,
little
well.
concerning to me as well. Is the fact that it plays the exact same clip when he hits the car.
Well, apparently, what's crazy is that they weren't even making the Friday the 13th game. They got the license like one
Halfway through or
yeah,
something like
halfway
that.
through the development of their other game, which was supposed to be more like Dead by Daylight.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So and now they just stuck the license onto it, and then I guess it felt like they just kind of hamstring themselves.
Yeah.
It's like why?
Adam Sessler, I give your game a 1 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot that he was like one of like the people working on that game, and
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that.
hey, I forgot about that until like I just remember like there was a podcast I listened to like a couple weeks ago, and like he was on it, and then like the podcast itself was like the last episode from the podcast, which was played like last year, and it was him talking about the Friday the 13th game.
Oh,
I was
okay.
like, oh boy,
Yeah,
or Adam Sessler.
not the greatest.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I hope that they fix it because like that the type of game it is and the mystique, you know, the whole Friday the 13th Jason thing. That's something that I would really like to play because I enjoy the movies. They're campy, but they're fun, you know.
Yeah.
And that type of game always feels like it has a lot of potential, but it just never seems to quite capture.
Yeah,
don't know.
Dead by Daylight doesn't capture it. You would think it would be at least.
I think people are getting
Not
stuck
that difficult
in
to
getting the
do.
same mechanics. Like one person came up with what the formula is, and then everyone's trying to build
Who?
off that. I don't know.
Who came up with this formula?
But the first game that came
We
out,
need to talk to him.
because all of the games that have come out like it have been like the same type of thing. You know, like it's all very similar. You know,
Get the generators and
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight.
the counselors or survivors or victims or whatever have like a goal, right? And then
Yeah.
the bad guy is just like chasing them.
Kill everybody.
But like it's either come up with more scenarios or just rewrite the entire way that the mechanics work for it. I understand that they want it to be multiplayer and have it to be each match be a certain length of time. They don't want it to be too long, but there needs to be something more to it besides what they have.
Yeah, I think they only have like 2 maps.
And are there different goals for each map?
No, I don't think so. You have a couple different goals for each map.
Oh, well, at least there's choices.
Yeah, you can like leave by car or boat or
Oh,
whatever.
I was about to ask if you can leave by boat. That's not bad. But do you have to
Yeah.
build the oars or some shit?
Who knows? You probably got to get like it's probably the same copy paste. You got to get the key for the boat, got to get the battery for the boat, and then you got to get the motor for the boat. But the first
And fill
motor
full
for
of-
the boat ain't gonna work because boats don't give a shit about anybody but themselves, and they never work.
It's not working. Get the other one. Oh crap! Left the other one in the house. Oh shit! Jason's coming. Hit him with sticks.
Oh no!
Okay, he's immobilized. Quick, go. Oh, what if he
Oh,
hits our
no.
boat with his stick? or
He
with his
teleported in
machete?
front of the boat.
How did he do that? I thought he was afraid of water or something. Until later on in the series.
Yeah, where they totally just kind of like
Forgot
get
about
rid
that.
of
Yeah. Good job, guys.
Minor details.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not impressed with what I've seen. I don't really like those games that much, anyways.
I want them to be good. That's all. Like
Yeah.
I like team-based games, and I like games like that where you have to do like a heavy amount of cooperation to get something done because it's way more. It's like really satisfying when it goes right, but it just feels like that it's just disappointing. So I'm not even gonna like. I'm hesitant to even try the game because I feel like it would just be like especially, like not fun for me.
Yeah, but I mean, the only thing I would say is like we got to give them credit for like actually working on the problems and trying to fix them as
Yeah,
fast
they're
as they
definitely
can.
trying to fix
Yeah.
it.
So hopefully,
Yeah, they
you
actually
know,
care about the game and they want people to enjoy it. It's just like, oh fuck, this is oh no, oh god.
Yeah.
kinda-
You know what, guys?
it's kinda
Let's just cut our losses. We already made our money off of this. Let's just go.
Yeah. All right, bail.
Yeah. So I mean, it is admirable that they have been working on to fix the game, and hopefully they can make it better, and maybe in the future I'll try it out.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Next topic. What do we got? What do we got here to talk about? Do we want to talk about the Dark Souls board game?
Oh yeah, you know a little bit about it. You can talk about it real quick.
Yeah. So Dark Souls, as everyone knows, is a video game series that spawned an entire like genre-ish thing.
Yeah. Known for being very easy.
Oh, very easy games. Casual.
Very
That's why they
hand-holdy.
caught on. Very casual, mainstream.
Very mainstream, very casual.
And this board game company got the rights to do a board game version of it. So they did release it about I want to say like a week or two ago. They released a physical copy of the Dark Souls board game, and it's huge. It's like $150 or something, $149.
Right now.
It's like 140 on Amazon. Amazon.
And it's big. It comes with full-sized figurines, loads of dice and items and
$140.
Well, $140, yeah. And it's a pretty good representation, like as good as I feel like you could make it when it comes to turning Dark Souls into a board game that's a cooperative, players versus the board type game, which is what this game happens to be. And the way it works, I only know the information that I gained from watching a Total Biscuit video where he played the tabletop version, which is the digital version of it, with Nerd Cubed and Mathis Games. But the way it works is you have a party of people. There's only 4 characters to choose from, as far as I can tell. And you have the assassin, you have the knight, the warrior, and then there's another one. There was the herald.
Herald.
Pyromancer.
No, there aren't any mages.
Oh.
Herald's kind of like a mage.
Yeah, it's the herald does
cleric.
get a talisman that they can use, but you start out and you kind of play like a scenario where it chooses how many overall encounters you have, and so there's like rooms that you have to go through. So it's a dungeon crawler, and so like for instance, when they played, they had 4 rooms that they had to go through, and each one had a different encounter. So like room 1 had 2 Hollow Knights or Hollow guys fighters.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and then a ranged dude, and then the second room had like 2 ranged dudes and a guy, and you go through and there's different tiers for how hard each room is or what types of people you might fight. And what they ended up doing was like 3 tier 1s and a tier 2, and then they had their boss battle. And it's a mini boss, and if you beat the mini boss, you get to go through the entire thing again and then beat the actual boss.
Huh.
And the game mechanics are almost one for one for the actual main mechanics of the game, the actual video game version of it. So you have your stamina.
You die a lot, and then you learn
die
from
a
your
lot.
dying mistakes.
Yes. So they have a spark system where they have for group play, like for theirs they had 3 sparks, and so each time you have to go back to the bonfire, you lose a spark, and so you have a limited amount of times that you can go back to the bonfire before you lose. But you can do other things to gain sparks. I think you can spend your souls to buy an extra one if you want to. And for each enemy has like a worth to it for how many souls that it gives you. So when you clear out a room, you get all the souls for that room. And then you can use those to buy items, which are revealed to you randomly. You just draw them from the top and you're like, oh, I want to buy this or I don't want to buy this. And you go through like that, and it'll be like weapons, armor, spells. I think Total Biscuit, he got the soul spell thing, and that one was actually like a super good move. He basically wins the game with that one.
Nice.
Yeah, but when you start out, it's hard. You have limited life. It's brutal. Like if you aren't the assassin, you only have 1 dodge dice, and they have a special type of dice where it's basically a 50-50 chance. And most of the enemies in the game, you have to get at least a 2, or basically get a win to dodge any of them. And so it's just really difficult. For the assassin, you get 2 dice, and so you have a little bit more than a 50-50 chance, which makes it much easier. But Yeah, so it seems really interesting. It's definitely a heavily cooperative player versus the board.
I just wish it wasn't $140.
Yeah.
At that price, you can buy probably the entire series if you get them on sale.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah.
The
interesting
it's
thing-
physical. It's physical things though, so that's the only reason why it costs so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The really interesting about it that I feel like should be mentioned, and because I won't talk about everything in the game because it's way too much, but the way they do the party atmosphere. So when you're playing the video game, you have your game, and then you can bring a friend in, and then you go through, and if you die, then your friend also has to leave and stuff like that. You know, that's the way it works. In this, you're a party throughout the entire dungeon crawl, and if one person dies, it wipes the whole party, and you all go back to the bonfire.
Oh.
Yeah. So it kind of rewards a more classic style of play where you have like a tank and a high damage dealer and stuff like that. And each one of the enemies, they have little scripts that they follow. So like the hollow guys, for each one of their moves, they move one space towards the person with like the most. I think
threat.
It's the most threat, and so it'll be like the warrior, or I think the knight has the most threat, but they didn't play that guy. So for theirs, it was Dan Nerd Cubed. He had the highest threat. So basically, every time that one of those things was moving forward, it was always moving towards him. And luckily, since he's the warrior, he has high armor, so he can just roll for his armor to block
Basically
moves.
tank.
And basically tank for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has that kind of Holy Trinity style play where it's like damage, heals, and tanking. So
Yeah.
it seems like a pretty good dungeon crawl style game, and it has that whole Souls feel. And by the end of it, they were like, yeah, it really feels like Dark Souls. It just, there's some little tweaks for how it describes how you're supposed to do stuff that I feel like could be fixed or better realized. It was kind of, I think the players got a bit confused at some points for how it worked, but overall it seems like a pretty good game. So
Yeah. Cool. I mean, like Matt says, it sucks that it's $140, but it's probably
It's a
worth it for like
Big
board
barrier
games. 'Cause
yeah.
also
it's like
they're
all
coming out with
physical shit.
expansions with extra bosses, which will cost extra money.
Oh,
Well, no shit,
I mean,
dude.
yeah.
They're expansions.
Yeah, but they're probably going to be
Maybe.
like $30 each or something. Like I don't know the exact amount, but I'm assuming it's going to be something like that, like 15 or like it's not going to be a small price because they each come with their own boss figurine and stuff. So
I wish you could get like a
Cool.
light version. Like if you don't give a shit about
the figurines,
the figurines,
you should have little tokens.
give me like a cardboard token.
I mean, if you see somebody play the game, you can probably like make the map and everything because it looks like, from what I saw, it's just all squares and shit. I mean,
Yeah, for
it's
the most
probably
part,
pretty-
and then you just have your figurines that you move around. Yeah,
Well, I
you
think
could
it's
have,
randomly generated.
It's kind of randomly generated. Yeah,
Well, out of a
base system.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could do it. You could do that. It would just take a lot of work because there are quite a bit. They have a limit for how many total types of enemies there are, and they aren't coming out with expansions for those just yet. So you're stuck with kind of the same type of people that you would expect to see in the first couple of areas of Dark Souls, regardless of the boss that you're fighting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I noticed that as well. That was weird.
yeah, so like
Kind of weird juxtaposition.
yeah, because they fought. I think the boss, the mini boss that they chose to fight was the gargoyle, the one with the axe tail. And all the bosses. Oh yeah, I'm not sure how much you've played, but all the bosses are actual bosses from the game too. So
I die too much to actually get progress into the game, so I actually had to send Neo back today because I'm like losing money from GameFly from having it for so long. It's just like I want to play it. It's a good game, and I might buy it eventually. It's just I don't have time for it right now to try to even comprehend.
Yeah.
those things are a
mechanics of
time
it.
sink for sure.
Yeah. But yeah. So
Yeah, the only
bye, Neo.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say about it is it does seem like the game takes a long time to play. They have a 3-hour stream of the session that they did, and that's how long it took them to get through and beat just the mini boss, and that's not counting going back through and then beating the actual boss.
Well, they were also learning the game at the
They
same
were also
time.
learning the game, so that probably would cut off maybe 45 minutes. But I mean, just if you were to play the game, expect that to be the night. For one game.
For $140, yeah, it's better. It better like take 5 years to beat the whole game.
Well, some people don't like to have that long of game time either, so I felt like it was important to mention.
Babies, that's what I call them.
Yeah, expect
Fucking
like
casuals.
multiple hours or even multiple sessions of play to finish a whole run.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool. So I mean that's really it.
What's next?
What's next? Okay, so yeah, what do you got there, Fiske?
Do you want to go to Denuvo, and then maybe if we have time, we'll do the whole Nintendo thing, and then if we have time left, we'll do the Hitman thing?
Yeah.
Okay, because I really don't get. I mean, Tekken 7, it has great reviews.
Oh yeah, Tekken 7. Was that released or announced?
It's released. It's been released on arcades for a while, and
Has
just got
been
released on consoles and PCs just the second, like 2 days ago.
Seems like it's good. Seems like that's good overall for fighting games in general.
Yeah,
Because they seem to be coming out with better and better games for that genre. But yeah, that's as much as I have to say about it.
Yeah, same here.
On to Denuvo piracy.
So what's crazy about that is that they didn't actually pirate the software that they're talking about. They just had a regular.
Unlicensed.
It wasn't unlicensed.
Oh, it wasn't.
It was licensed, but it wasn't the type of license you need for what they were using it for.
Yeah, so it wasn't a commercially usable license.
Yeah, they just had the standard license. One second, let me pull it up.
Yeah, to give you a rundown, Denuvo is a form of DRM for video games that is especially hard to crack for piracy purposes. And the irony of it was that in order to provide that type of service, there was a program or software that they were using in with it that they didn't have the commercially viable version of.
Yeah, they had the standard license, which I assume is like the
personal use type thing.
Yeah, like the personal use, because a lot of software will give you like, are you using this for professional? Are you using this for personal? If it's personal, that's fine, but you
can't make money off of it or something like that.
Or we're gonna put a watermark.
Yeah.
But apparently, this is recent that they settled, so they're not getting sued.
Okay.
The company that owns the VM Protect, which is the software they didn't really legally use, they settled out of court, which means Denuvo paid them a lot of money to not fuck them.
Yeah. And I mean, they already paid like $500 for the license that they did buy, but again, like VM Protect's kind of like not their like competitor, but it's like they all work in the same field. So if you're gonna like use your competitor's thing and use it, you buy like the small scale license, and use it for big AAA games or whatever. They're gonna, of course, they're gonna actually like, hey, be reasonable, give us a little bit more money than $500, you know?
Yeah. And what's crazy is that the crackers that have been cracking Denuvo knew that they were using the VM Protect in Denuvo.
Yeah.
Before the VM Protect
knew that it was happening.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because apparently they talked about using them together, officially VM Protect and Denuvo. It's Denuvo.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, they exchanged emails regarding the possibility of using VM Protect as a part of Denuvo, but then they just didn't talk about it further. And then I guess Denuvo is just like, yeah, we'll just use the standard license and just use it anyway. And then they paid for it with money. And that's really it when it comes to the news part of it. It made news because at first it was thought that they had pirated a version of VM Protect, and that's what they were using for their anti-piracy software.
And VM Protect was working on a claim or whatever. I didn't realize they already settled out of court. I didn't see that part. So
well, I mean,
good eye. It just happened earlier today.
Yeah, so it's like breaking news. So you're hearing it here first, people.
Good eye, guys. Good eye.
They could save others from piracy, but not themselves.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the tale of Darth Denuvo?
Darth Denuvo the Wise.
Don't bring memes to this. Come on. We were doing so good. 10 episodes, guys.
We've had memes.
But yeah, I'm just glad.
Oh, jeez.
And apparently VM Protect, which is the software that they're using, does have an effect on performance.
Oh.
They're known to have kind of a...
And a lot of people were saying that Denuvo might have had an effect on performance, but they couldn't quite prove it.
Yeah.
So that might be the reason why.
But Rime, the new game that just came out, it was an indie game, had Denuvo, after they said they weren't going to put any DRM into their game. They're like, the developer was like, we're just like, if it gets cracked, then we'll remove it. And then come to find out, it gets cracked in like 5 days,
Yeah,
6 days, or
super
something
quick.
like that. Super quick. And then after the pirates removed or got bypassed Denuvo, there's like hardly any problems with the game, because before that the game was run like shit on PC. Ran
Yeah.
fine on console, ran like shit on PC. And then so they checked it, and Denuvo was making 300 times more calls to the server, like within seconds of whatever of being on, and bogging
Way more than it should, because usually
bogging performance.
usually
'Cause
it checks like once a day or something.
It doesn't check once a day, not anymore.
Oh,
Not
okay.
since they've been cracking it. But other games will do it like during load screens or other shit where it won't hinder performance that much. This shit was doing it like every
While the game's running,
like
Jesus.
45 frames or something like that.
That's
And
crazy.
by the time like Nier Automata made like 300 calls on Rime, you would have gotten 3 million.
That's insane. No wonder why their game was running poorly.
Yeah.
So actually,
No wonder.
the hackers did something good for the community and hacked it and be like, okay, guys, now remove it so people can have a good experience.
Yeah. And then they removed
Crack
it
all the games.
like the next day. It was like 8 hours later they removed Denuvo. I mean, good on them, but also
Like, why even have it in the first
Why
place?
even have it in the first place?
Why even have Denuvo if it's just going to be cracked at this point?
Yeah, I mean, Denuvo's not like. I mean, everything
not-
recently has been just keeps getting cracked. So I mean, they either got to work on.
Yeah, it
some
went
stuff.
a good couple of months where it was really hard to crack it, and
It
then
didn't go a couple of months. It went like several months.
several months. Yeah, and
6
then,
days.
Yeah.
There are some Denuvo games that are still not cracked.
yeah, but then like the dam broke on like a good number of games, and then it's been kind of like they've been trying to release newer versions of it, but a lot of these newer games that are coming out are still getting cracked.
Yeah, and what's crazy is that they're trying really hard. Like they came out with version 3 and 4 like within months of each other. After they're like, oh, version 3 that can't be cracked. Motherfuckers cracked it in like 7 days. So then they're like, all right, fuck you, version 4, and it has more holes than version 3.
It's because
So
they're
they're
rushing it out.
They're like, oh, we
Yeah.
gotta our business, our shareholders.
Yeah.
And then,
No.
and then
No.
they're getting fucked.
Poor
But-
Darth Denuvo.
Yeah.
Denuvo.
Yeah, Denuvo,
Whatever.
Denuvo.
Denuvo.
Say
Denuvo.
Denuvo until the day I die.
It sounds better, to be honest. Denuvo instead of Denuvo.
Denuvo.
But yeah.
Sounds like a perfume.
It does smell
Weird.
like perfume.
It does smell like a perfume.
It does smell like a perfume. Denuvo.
It smells like a crack.
Oh God!
A butt crack. Heyo.
Got him.
All right, Matt. Do you
All
want to
right.
talk about? Are we talking about the Steam Direct?
No.
No? You wanna talk about that?
Oh yeah, we can. I mean, yeah. Actually, yeah. The Nintendo thing will go pretty quickly. We can do the Steam thing too because it's pretty quick. Just
Or you guys want to do Nintendo first, or
Let's
Steam?
do Nintendo then Steam.
Okay. So
Okay.
what's going on with Steam? We have
No, Nintendo then Steam.
yeah. Oh, sorry. What's going on with Nintendo? I thought Nintendo and said Steam.
yeah, whatever. Steam. Yeah. Fuck
What's
you.
going on with Nintendo? yeah. Fuck you. Whatever you're saying. They just recently had the ARMS Global Test Punch, and then they also just recently announced the fact that they have confirmed paid online for 2018 for all their games. So what
Yeah,
does that
they're pushing
mean?
it.
Because right now online is free, but I guess there's a bunch more features that would be released along with it. There's going to be an online lobby and voice chat, which is what's coming in 2018, as well as classic game selection. So the subscribers will get to get a bunch of old games that are downloadable. The pricing is $3.99 for a 1-month membership. A 3-month membership is $7.99, and a 12-month memberip is $19.99. So
It's
$20
actually not that bad.
for the whole year, and you get
That's a lot cheaper than Xbox and
Yeah.
PC or PS Plus because it's for the same things. It's $10, $25, and then $60.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
So
you
it's
get
significantly cheaper.
and you get access to their library of basically emulated SNES games.
You get like one free a month, and
Is that
then
what
it
it
goes
is?
away. Yeah.
Subscribers will get to download a compilation of classic titles with added online play, such as Super Mario 3, Balloon Fight, and Dr. Mario.
And what's so shit about fucking Nintendo, dude, is that like they don't have a cohesive ecosystem for their consoles.
No.
So the shit that we bought on Wii, right? Like if we bought it digitally, that shit doesn't transfer.
No, it doesn't transfer
That
consoles.
doesn't transfer consoles. If you buy anything on the any of the emulated like what the fuck they call it, the eShop
Yeah.
on like 3DS, if you bought like an emulated Mario game, that doesn't translate. They don't even like the accounts don't even talk to each other.
And what's really crazy about that is that you'd think
sucks.
Nintendo would be the one to be able to do that because of the how much their games.
No, dude, they want to nickel and dime you for every one of their damn classic games. I don't give a shit about.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, how much more money do you think we can get off Mario Bros. 1?
Oh, way
Like,
more.
if we don't tie the shit to their account, we could get them to buy it probably 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 more times.
Yeah, over the next couple of decades.
What do you
At
think,
least.
Miyazaki? And the Miyazaki's like, I don't give a shit, dude. I'm just like making games, dude. Reggie, you're the businessman.
What's going on? Okay, yeah, sure, whatever, dude.
Yeah, I'm working on ARMS right now, and I don't have to talk to you. But so right now, go up. The up.
My bad.
The free right now you have online play, and it's just a trial period. You'll be able to play compatible co-op and competitive games online by signing in with your Nintendo account. Online play will be free for Nintendo account holders until their paid online service launches. Then you'll get the online play plus an online lobby and voice chat, the classic game selection, and Nintendo eShop deals. So basically similar to what PlayStation has for their deals and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like a good system, but yeah, you're right about them always trying to, like, nickel and dime you for the same games over and over and over again.
$3.99, $7.99, and $19.99.
That seems like
that
a
seems
drop in
like
the
a good
bucket.
deal because the online for Wii U is fucking trash, fucking city,
And
it's fucking bad.
And this transfers right into the next Nintendo news, which is the ARMS Global Test Punch. And apparently that test punch went really well for the servers. Nobody had any connection problems. Everything ran smoothly. And apparently it's, from what I've heard and seen, it seems to be a pretty good game. Like the overall public opinion is like, hey, this is pretty good. It's
actually
hard.
has like a lot more depth than it looks like.
Yeah, but apparently some people were bitching because it was hard, and people are like, you have to understand, just because it's a Nintendo game, it's a fighting game. It's going to be hard. You want it to be hard at first. That way, it's challenging, and you know that it's not some bullshit. Party
That's
game.
what's like so great about Smash is because we can, like, me and Spencer play competitively. And then we can bring over our friends who don't know anything but to press like down B and side B, turn up some stuff, right? And then
some options,
and then it becomes an even playing field.
Yeah.
Everybody's level.
Yeah. So
and everybody has a good
easy
time.
to learn, hard to master type games are always the best for sure. So I've watched some gameplay for it. I mean, we did confirm because Matt and I had this question. There is local co-op, and I think there's up to 4 players on a single Switch, and it does a split screen type thing.
I think it's 4 switches, 2 players.
Oh, it's 2 players each switch, but 4 switches can locally connect. So you have 8 players at once on the same local network,
which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good for being the closest thing to couch co-op.
Yeah.
For next gen right now.
Yeah, which is crazy
Basically.
because they have couch co-op, local co-op type thing for ARMS, but then they didn't have local co-op for Pokken Tournament, and that was a game I really wanted to play, but ultimately it was like, no local co-op, you don't have local co-op, I ain't gonna buy your game, it ain't gonna happen.
Who am I going to play against? Your online services, they suck.
The online services for the Wii U, it's terrible.
Are you guys Italian? Did you guys suddenly turn to mob bosses?
Mobsters.
We're part of the family,
Mobbusters!
Mombusters.
That's a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy gun.
That's a spicy gun. I'm sorry, proper trigger discipline. There you go. That's a spicy gun.
Just because you're a mobster doesn't mean you don't have discipline.
But yeah, it looks like it's pretty good. And they have like 2-on-2. They have 1-on-2. Or no, it's like a 1-on-1-on-1. It's like a 3-player thing.
A triple threat.
Sweet.
Yeah, but basically,
we WWE now, boys.
Yeah, but it does just turn into 2 versus 1 essentially.
Yeah,
That's
basically it turns
just
into a
a smart thing to do.
2v1. Yeah. So they also have different modes. They have like a party online mode where the games you go into, it might be a battle or it might be some other stuff. And there's like a volleyball game that you can play where you hit the volleyball.
I do not give a shit about that.
You're not into competitive arms volleyball, Matt?
What if that's
What if
the competitive mode? What if the fighting's not the competitive? What if volleyball's the competitive mode? What are you gonna do then? Dude? You gonna learn how to volleyball then?
Well, I guess to beat you.
10 years from now, people are going to complain about not properly broken Joy-Con controller, so you can do special forward dashes, back dashes to smash the volleyball, right?
Oh, of course.
No, I was just saying. No, it's fine. No, it's okay.
What?
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's cool.
We got
really.
5 minutes left.
That
Oh,
deep
shit.
cut, though.
Oh, God.
That deep cut.
It was a deep cut.
So yeah, arms looks good.
Yeah.
Arms, do you have them? I just realized that your text on the thing is arms. Do you have them?
Where's the arms at?
But yeah, I mean, it looks cool. If it, I still, it's very difficult to sell me on a Switch as of right now.
Yeah, I mean, it only has like one real game.
Yeah.
Well, it soon is going to have another possibly maybe real game.
What?
So 2
Arms.
games.
Yeah, it'll have 2 games.
That's a good start.
I'd just shell out like $600 for a Switch, 2 Pro controllers, and ARMS.
Did you say your console has 2 whole new games? Are you shitting me? I'll buy 3.
Instant buy.
That's what people did for the one whole new game.
Yeah, they did pretty much like, oh, that's a new Zelda. We have to play on a Switch. I mean, it did work. I mean,
I played it on the Wii U. It was fine.
Yeah.
I didn't expect much.
Well, aren't you one of those smart shoppers?
Yeah.
Aren't you one of those that just doesn't buy another whole console? Honestly, if we had tried to buy it, we probably wouldn't have got one because they literally sold out so fast that people are still like people have bought the game and are still waiting to get the console. So
Yeah.
I'm going to wait till Gen 2 of the Switch unless Smash 4 comes out before then.
Oh, like Gen 2 of like the games.
The Slim Edition.
Yeah. Ultra thin.
The edition where they fixed the problem where the Switch is warping or something. There's a weird thing.
Yeah, the shit
on.
warps. So I don't want to buy a warped
Like in the dock,
Switch.
it kind of like.
And our shit would
warps.
always be docked.
Yeah, so it would warp hardcore.
Yeah.
Also, apparently the click in for it isn't very like solid. It just kind of sets in there. So that's something to worry about. But anyways, yeah, we don't have a Switch, so we can't really like talk shit too much about it. But
me neither.
It's a free country.
I talk shit all I want. Do we want one last topic before we end the podcast? Or
we can skip the Hitman thing because I'm sure there's going to be new shit going on next week about it. Basically,
Hitman drama, whatever.
It keeps going on. Basically, they're just asking people to buy the game, or they're asking people to invest in the IO games. That's pretty much it for that.
Yeah.
We can talk about Steam Direct real quick.
So Steam Direct, it's Steam's replacement of Greenlight, which was a shit show.
Yep.
In a nutshell, just a shit show.
Yep, it was bad.
So now it's way more. It's way simpler. It's just $100 to be able to post a game onto Steam Direct, and then if your game makes over $1,000, then you get the money that you put in back.
Yeah, it's just so people can't make like a bunch of RPG Maker games.
Hey, don't talk shit about RPG Maker, dude. It's a good
flips.
game making software.
Well, I mean, there's some good RPG Maker games, but when there's a game called Badass, and it's just basically about you being a nerdy high school teenager trying to find naked anime women to fight with you. I don't think that's like.
I mean, isn't that life? Isn't that life though?
That's the pinnacle of gaming.
You have described the perfect game. What are you talking about?
That is game of the century material. Okay, it's only 17 years in. I already know which game is the game of the century.
Badass.
RPG
I think that's what
Maker.
it's called. I can't remember. I remember seeing. I'm like, this is why. Why is this?
This is terrible.
This is, oh my god. But yeah, I'm glad that they're actually making people put money down to make the game, so there's it's not a complete shit show.
There's a barrier to entry versus just having a bunch of like no-name votes to get it through.
And I'm pretty sure they had systems in place so you can just spam votes.
Yeah.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And knowing
Bots.
Steam, I'm sure they're like, eh.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody just has like the API for the vote system, and they just like run a bot through it.
Probably, yeah.
But so the other things that came with it, which might be interesting to some people, they are going to be including a bunch more updates for the Steam curators, so the Steam curators actually like do something. Because before they just had like the curators didn't have a lot of options; they just had like a list of games, but they couldn't really do any kind of community building with it. So now they're giving them some more options to do like more in-depth filtering. I think Tolbus was talking about this, so I know a little bit more about that. more game filtering. So basically, it says the Steam Curator's features was designed to be a solution to this to the problem of basically not being able to filter out what was curated properly from the rest of the list of the games. So now they allow anyone to contribute to the process of highlighting games on Steam and then allowing players to find someone who they felt represented their gaming interests. Some players feared that we'd give too much power to curators to control the Steam store and that their own particular interests wouldn't be represented. So as with the other filtering features in the store, we chose to keep curators strictly an opt-in feature where the input from each curator only affected the store algorithm for players who explicitly stated they wished to follow that curator. So you can follow a curator, and then if that person, if you feel like they have like a good idea of what games you would like, then the store will change what it's showing to you based on their curation of the store for you.
Yeah.
So
that's kinda cool.
If someone has tastes that are similar to yours, then you can just, okay, I trust this guy to have good taste, and so the store will stop showing you bullshit and will start showing you stuff that you might like.
Literally, like 7 out of the 10 games they show you for the recommended on me is like, it's just like, I would never play any.
You
of this
might
shit.
like this.
Nah.
Are you drunk?
I might if I was,
Stupid.
dead.
But I think that about does it.
Yeah.
Nice, good show.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
All right,
Good,
Super
good
Fist Cake.
talks.
You want to tell everyone where they can find you?
You can find me on Twitter at SuperFistCake. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/FistCake. I'll probably be playing some more PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds this week.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And that might just be exclusively that. I I might play some Horizon Zero Dawn. We'll see. But I just like to play these games because it seems to go by quicker.
Do what makes you happy, man.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm gonna worry about me. I'm gonna do me.
Exactly.
Do
you don't need no game holding you back. You
I
play
don't
what you
need-
want.
I don't need no viewers. Fuck viewers.
Us neither.
I just
Yeah.
like to broadcast me having fun.
Yeah. If I have fun, good. If you like to have fun, so be it. I don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
Yo, but hit that follow button.
Yeah. Make sure you come to my
But-
next stream, though, guys.
But if you do like it, please follow and subscribe me. I need the money.
I directly base my self-worth off of how many viewers we get per podcast. Day was
Yeah,
like 2. So 2 out of
Looking pretty good.
2 out of a possible 7.2 billion people. I'm feeling a little low today.
Well, I mean, plus the 2 is you and me watching the same thing.
Why are you
so-
trying to pull back the curtain, man?
I was just.
No, it's 0.
no, yeah, it's 0. But they did have my friend Joe Zugan was watching for a little bit, and
And we had
Chief
Chief Executive
Executive
came in and gave us a wave.
is that what that is? I don't understand.
Usually
this.
people do like a 7 or something like that to do like the
salute.
the salute, but no, it's just like 2 arms up. So it's just like if Goro came in and just decided to wave at us.
But yeah, that's it for me. What are you guys up to this week?
What are we up to this week? I mean, where can you find us? We already did the intro to the podcast, dude, earlier.
Fuck, I'm out of here. Start it over. Restart. God damn it.
Restart.
Fuck
We
that.
already did. You just did the intro again. No.
Shit.
You can find us on youtube.com/Neanderthal Gaming TV. You can find us on Twitch at Neanderthal GTV. And on Twitter, which is where this live stream is every Sunday.
You just said Twitch. You can
Oh,
find us at Neanderthal
God damn it.
GTV.
I
And
was
then
just giving that shit, too.
on Twitter, you can be like, yeah, you just find us at where you can find the live stream
Yeah.
on
Okay.
Twitter.
Twitter is the at Neanderthal GTV, and on Twitch, where this live stream is every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central Time, twitch.tv/Neanderthal Gaming TV. Make sure to check out our Tuesday live stream of Into the Veil, where we're playing Outlast 2. Possibly might be the last one, maybe not. We don't know. It's getting close to the end, and that's at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central. So
Yep.
make sure it is up
And
there.
it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun, yeah, and we're dual streaming it, so you can watch Super Fist Cake's side or watch our side, whichever you want to do. Wherever
I hear
your
his
loyalties
stream
lie.
runs a little bit better than ours.
Apparently,
I hear that too, and also that more people talk on mine. So I'm just throwing
yeah.
that out
Apparently, you're
there.
just a better person. I don't know.
People like you more.
Apparently, I'm just a better person in general than you guys. I don't know.
Whatever.
By the time you people hear this and watch this, we're doing the giveaway. All the Steam keys should be given away by the time this is released. So,
Yep.
so thanks for everybody for participating and watching. We'll probably have a new one coming up for the next wave of bullshit we're doing. So
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
And we all big shout outs to Fitscape for putting that stuff on.
Yeah, because that's actually really awesome. So it's really cool.
yeah,
So,
I enjoy giving games away. It's nice to make a difference in people's lives.
Yeah, give them fun.
Give them fun, not nothing important. Like I can't save them from deadly diseases or anything, but I can distract them.
We're not vaccines
distract
for
them?
people. We're
We're vaccines for their heart.
exactly. Well,
Oh,
not for a heart disease or anything like
No,
that.
no. Just like
no,
the rhetorical
metaphorical.
kind of like literary heart
All right, this has been the longest.
outro ever.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
bye.
bye.
You can catch the audio version of the podcast and anything where you find your podcast. There is an audio version of the podcast. So if you can't watch us all the time and you don't want to take up all your bandwidth, you can just listen to us instead. But thank you guys so much for listening and watching. We'll see you guys next time.
I'm shooting to the outro video, bitches.
Bye.
Updating content.